Gone are the days of creating broad marketing campaigns aimed at mass audiences. Today, modern marketing requires a more strategic and refined approach, defining a specific target audience and crafting messaging that precisely appeals to them. At the heart of this is the concept of targeting, but what exactly is it? In short, targeting is the practice of narrowing down a target market into specific segments of consumers with common attributes and directing more personalized marketing efforts towards them. In other words, rather than casting a wide net to reach everybody, effective targeting means focusing resources on the audience most likely to engage with your brand. The goal is to make sure marketing dollars are spent by reaching and resonating only with qualified prospects. This approach leads to greater efficiency and return on investment. In this video, we're going to look at why targeting is so important in contemporary marketing, the types of targeting brands can apply, and how you can start implementing targeting in your marketing efforts. Ready? Let's jump in. Why is targeting so important in marketing? There are loads of reasons why targeting is crucial to marketing success, but the most important by far is the way it can improve your return on investment from advertising spend. With a highly targeted marketing approach, companies can ensure that every dollar spent on campaigns and tactics is directed towards consumers with a high propensity to purchase. This is done by optimizing marketing budgets around the channels and strategies that will better reach and resonate with your defined audience segments. If you're trying to reach a younger audience with an FMCG product, then invest in TikTok advertising. If your persona is a B2B purchasing manager, then Google Ads might be a good way to go. To sum up, the aim of the game is to spend your marketing dollars in a way that efficiently reaches a well-defined target profile. When executed correctly, this type of targeting will improve your conversion rates, in turn meaning a higher rate of return from your marketing expenditure. Without that type of precision, you'll find yourself reach audiences that have no affinity to your product. This is an inefficient use of marketing spend and something you want to avoid. But return on ad spend isn't the only reason to embrace targeting. Precise marketing campaigns can help to better refine your positioning and messaging. As you test ads and content with a well-defined segment, you'll naturally uncover the terminology, themes, and ideas that will resonate most with clearly defined groups. Targeting also facilitates more personalization, helping to build a stronger and longer-lasting relationships with customers. This is a slightly longer-term play, but it should be an aspiration for all brands. Don't forget, 80% of consumers now expect personalized, seamless journeys when they engage with brands, and precise targeting is a crucial step towards delivering this. What are the different types of targeting? Like anything else in marketing, there are lots of different types of targeting, and the approach you should use depend on who you're targeting and why. Let's take a look at the 5 most common types. The first is geographic targeting, and it means exactly what you think it does, tailoring your marketing to specific locations, whether it's a city, a state, region, or country. The goal is to speak the language of the audience and make your messages feel right at home. Next, we have behavioral targeting. Here, you're trying to target potential customers based on how they behave online, what they're into, what they browse, what they buy. Third, we've got psychographic targeting, which, you guessed it, dives into the psychology of your audience, understanding and connecting to their lifestyle, values, and ultimately what makes them tick. Lookalike targeting is another important approach. This involves reaching new prospects who share similarity with your existing customers. Finally, we have firmographic targeting. This is unique to B2B marketing and involves tailoring your marketing approach based on specific attributes of a company or business. How to define your target audience? So now we've established the different types of targeting, you might be wondering, how can we go about defining that target audience? Luckily, it's a fairly straightforward process that can be broken down into 5 key steps. 1. Conduct market research to identify potential targets. 2. Analyze customer data to find common attributes and patterns. 3. Develop detailed buyer personas based on demographics, behaviors, etc. 4. Identify where target customers are and how to reach them. 5. Continuously refine audience as campaigns unfold. Tips for effective targeting. Before we wrap up, let's look at some approaches you can take to implement targeting in your marketing. Our first piece of advice is to test, test, test. This isn't a one and done activity. Instead, targeting is an iterative process. Try narrow versus broad targeting, interest versus demographic based, placement targeting, and monitor performance to double down on what works best for you and your company. Make small tweaks over time as opposed to dramatic targeting overhauls. Then you can analyze performance by ad set to understand what works. Something else to keep in mind is that precision targeting is not only about who you want to reach, but also about being selective about who you don't want to reach. Look beyond just inclusions to think about exclusions. And lastly, be sure to regularly reevaluate your targeting as the market shifts. Targeting should be regularly reviewed and optimized over time as the market landscape evolves. Consumer interests and behavior change, new audience segments emerge, and campaigns can become stale if targeting is not kept up to date. With this, make sure to set reminders to review targeting on a quarterly or even monthly basis. Look at changes in engagement, conversion rates, and optimize accordingly to what you find. Plus, it's important to stay on top of market trends and evolve strategies to align with those shifting consumer preferences. So there you have it, your complete guide to targeting in marketing. If you have any questions or would like us to cover anything else on the channel, leave a comment below. And don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss a second of the Revenue Marketing Insights. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.